Do you think it's the parents' job though? Because I feel like it's, when we kind of see it, it's not that we're just being negative as kids. It's also the excuse they'll give us, like it's expensive and so and so.
But the
So
reality is,
because
well,
we
sorry.
don't
Sorry.
understand, what I'm saying is you're now a parent now. What would you do different when it comes to you and that stage where your son starts asking you for things and so and so? Like you're in a position where you can probably afford what he probably asks for, but how do you now? How will you as a person make your son well equipped and understand why you're buying certain things for them?
I don't make him understand, but I give him harsh lessons because the truth of the matter is, yes, my mum couldn't afford some of the things I want, or majority of the things I wanted, but that taught me something. It built my character. It forced me to figure out how I'm gonna get it myself. It forced me how to grind. She showed me survival through her love. Her love didn't come in the form of affection. It came in the form of survival. And that built a tough, it started a toughness in me. She helped me understand that in actual fact, I can't have what I want. And I had to watch people have what they want and not be jealous of them. Which is, I had to watch people have nice things and humble myself. She taught me humbleness. She don't even know she taught me that. But by her actions, that's how I took it. Until I can get my own. With my son, I can buy you all the things you want and need, but I refuse to buy it. Sometimes his mum looks at me and thinks, why don't you buy him this and why, he should do whatever. And to be honest with you, I can. Baby Gucci, baby Gavinci, baby all of this crap that everyone's wearing. All of these things that you dress your kids in to make your kids, or make people believe your family is lit. You're dripping. I'll get my son Primark. I'll get my son H&M, Zara. Because the truth of the matter is, I want you to understand that you can't just have what you want. I am not developing a brat. I'm developing a kid who's gonna be tough, who's gonna know that the world is not yours until you make it yours, and is gonna push himself every second of that, yeah, to achieve what you want. Now that's not to say that I'm not gonna do one or two things. If his mum leans on me a bit too much, boy, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll give in. But if I can hold out, whether she likes it or whether he likes it or not, I will hold out. Because what I don't want to do is develop a monster. Daddy, 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 daddy. No. You're going to go without. You're going to learn how to make it. I got £1 a day. £10 a week. £5 was the 5 week pass. £1 per day. £1 wasn't getting you jack crap them days. But you know what? That's what I was given. Every day I managed to get Red Rooster. Red Rooster is £2.50. £2.25. £2.20. Rodney never used to get the drink. He would get extra hot wings. He didn't need a drink. Shout out to Rodney. If I only got £1 a day, how did I manage to get the £2 per day?
You learn how to save, innit?
It forced me to use my brain in different ways. Now you can take that in a negative way, or you could take that in a positive way. Negative ways my parents didn't do for me, and my parents are shit. Positive ways that my parents didn't do for me, but guess what it taught me? How to fend for myself. And I developed a mental toughness. I developed a thick skin. Which puts me in a position now, when I look at my other friends and they have nice things, I don't sit there and say, well, I'm going to take your thing to have nice things. No. I say, well done. Good luck to you. I'm used to not having nice things. It's fine. Now, the reality is when we strip it back, what they have, I can go and buy quite easily. But when I think about what I didn't have and when I acquired the money to have things, I realized that I never actually wanted the things you wanted. I just wanted the money to be able to say I'm okay.
Cool. All right, then. I think let's take it off this topic. I think we've definitely elaborated on a lot. But there is one thing I want to talk about. So you see, like, you coming from ends, and you've had a lot of man that kind of, you've come across a lot of youngers in the ends and so on. So is there a time in you being in the ends, you kind of regret the outcome of someone's life being under your wing?
Directly under my wing?
Yeah. Or you had access to?
Not directly, but access to, yeah. I felt a lot of young bucks. I felt a lot of them. The ones that were directly under me, I served them as best as I could. As an OG, as a big dog, I have no regrets with them, and they're all doing well. The ones that were directly under me, the ones that I was associated with or knew of, I failed them because there was things I should have said that I did say, but I didn't enforce the way I did for the ones that were directly under me. And we let them down. We let the young bucks. We let them down. It was blind leading the blind, broski. All we taught you was how to be tough, how to be a bully, how to prove you're not on it. We didn't innovate. We didn't show you a different life. And that's because majority of us didn't move past what we knew to expand on different things. Do you get what I'm saying? We only stayed where we was, and we could only have you work for us within our little community, which in actual fact didn't speak volumes to the bigger world. What we knew was based on what we knew where we was. And that didn't help their social development. That didn't help their business accolade. It didn't help them academically or mature. It didn't help any part of it. For what I tried to do with a number of them, personally, is lead by example. So for whatever badness I might be on, I always went to school. But because you wasn't directly under me, I could never enforce things in the way I wanted to, because to do that would be me stepping on whoever's directly under you. It could be me saying the wrong thing to someone that's directly under you, who's also my friend, my brother. And that was the hard part. So I had a conversation with Jeff. He's in jail at the moment. Called me. And it was heartwarming, you know. Because I was always good to the youth. I loved the kid. He was a proper nice kid. He went down for an M and whatever else. And I know, and I said to him, I said to him, I'm sorry. He said, no, it's not your fault. But I had to tell him, I am sorry. Because the truth of the matter is, it is. What I should have done for you is I should have stood up for you more. But I didn't know how to. I was already at my wit's end with the fact that there were certain youngers that I had, you being one of them, that I'm protecting, that's directly under me, I'm guiding. To guide you knowing that you're more influenced by others that I know are going on the road of self-destruction was hard for me. I didn't know how to do it without stepping on anyone's toes. 1 or 2 times I did, and I ended up having beef for it, but you know what? I accepted that. But to do that on a daily basis was just hard. Now, when I look back at it in hindsight, I think to myself, I should have really took on everybody and said, fuck it. Nah. Because I never once agreed with youngers coming with me to go and ride that. You was there. I never once called you to ride that. I'll go and do it. I'll go and deal with it, and I'll come back and I'll meet you lot and I'll tell you what it is. All you need to know is tonight, you man, don't come out of your house tonight. Stay at home. By your bed. Stay at home. Tonight, they're going to come back because I've already done the mad thing. Whereas others, they felt the need to have young bucks, and that just for me just wasn't it. You're not ready yet. And there was a difference. I understood that I wanted this smoke. I could not say honestly that, let's say you and a number of others that were under me wanted the same smoke. You wanted to make a bit of money, yeah, and chill and whatever else. And I wanted to protect that innocence. We still out here, we're still together, but as far as who's going to go jail, I'm going to go jail. You man will be all right. That was the big dog in me. You see it? Not everybody looked at it that way. And I couldn't tell you to look at it that way because we didn't embrace ends the same way. I wanted to be an OG on the block. I wanted to be a big dog. But by being a big dog didn't mean that I had youngers that I sent it back to go and do my... Nah. The most I'll do is send you to the shop to go and buy me a drink. Other than that, so there was a number of times, you say, for example, with you, I sit there and I say to you, yeah, it's getting a bit hot. Go and meet your other friends. Go do what you're doing. Go be great where the hell you are. See this thing here? This thing ain't for you, broski. That's not me saying that you can't handle it. It's just me saying this ain't for you still. But I'm still here anyway. Call me. Anything, yeah? I'm down. So ultimately, what I should have done with a number of them is I should have taken them all on. But at the time, was I mature enough to do that? No. Did I have the capacity to do that? No. I didn't have the resources to do that. So what that should have told me is I should have been in a position where I should have been owning business and doing big things so that I can tell you lot, cool, you can still be who you are, but when you're working with me, work with me, you earn your living. That shit come later on. So if you know, when I joined the mentoring company and I did that, I employed everyone. Everybody's like, oh, where you? Oh, Gab's got this job. It's like, yeah. But I didn't want any praise for it. Because for me, that's something I should have done over 10 years ago. With the amount of money that I've made and what I've done, I should have been doing more than that. In ends, as elders, if you really want to be an older, we should have all been doing that. In which case, any one of the young G's, whoever that went to jail that came out, they've got a job they're going to come to. We can put you on a good salary. We can fix this. But all we did was teach you how to be on more badness. So if we was on badness, you wanted to beat our badness by making sure that you shot someone way earlier than what we did. If we did. We just created monsters. Then, after you've done your jail time as elders and whatever else, you've come like, oh no, it's all long. But by then it's too late. Because the youngers have already watched you. And what they know to do is to be on badness. They don't know anything else. What have you shown them? What did you do for them? How did you best serve them? Your community, where you come from. You didn't. But now you've come out of jail after God knows how long. Now you're getting a job and you want to turn in leave. Shout out to Zaza. Me and Zaza were talking about this other day, just today. And now you're getting promoted, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're trying to talk to the youngers. But the reality is that talking wasn't enough. Your job was, as an older, was to come out at the ends. Do the mad thing. Create whatever you need to create to come back to the block. You lot, you need a job? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? No one said don't be on badness, but you don't have to be a bad man. I'm sitting here now, I'm a professional. I'm still on badness, but I'm not a bad man. You know you can have both, innit? But who showed you that? The elders is meant to show you that. But what did they show you? And then you're wondering why they're spiraling out of control? And you want to blame them? What did you do? Ask yourself, as an older, what did you do?
No, I think definitely with this one, there's definitely going to be a part two, because I think I'm fortunate that I was able to make out of Newham, but there's definitely casualties in this life we have. And I think, yeah, I'm going to bring this to you. I think this will be on the next episode. I think we've spoken enough. But I think 100%, like, I know there's a lot of casualties of war. And a lot of people that are not having the grace that we have now. And I think we need to kind of like do that, not just for ourselves, but definitely for the buckies, so they can understand that, you know what I mean? And then it's all fun and games, but when they tell you 18 years, get me, it's crazy.
And even as they told you that, by the time you come out, what you represented, what you believed, what we showed you, you come out to what? To start all over again with no hope, no nothing. Isn't it our job as elders to take you in not to put you back on the strip, but to take you in and show you something else. But you call yourself an older. No, you're not an older. You were just a bully. You were just a bully, and you taught someone else how to be a better bully. You didn't show them about taxes. You didn't show them about property. You didn't show them about national insurance. You didn't show them about a 9 to 5. You didn't show them about business. You didn't help them connect with other people. You wasn't that guy. All you did was make sure you get yours and hope that they're going to figure out theirs. Now, take you for example. I gave you the best of what I could give you. But the reality is I didn't do you a service. The only service, if I did do you a service, is making sure that you didn't ride out. Other than that, what I taught you how to do was what in actual fact you shouldn't do. But thankfully, you found camera, you found this, you found that, you found your own niche. My expectation now from you is that you now show others how to do that thing. The more I elevate is the more I come back to the block and show you something else. That's a real older. And I still go out with you on the weekend and touch my man. I just might not jump in the van with you when you're going to go and do that thing. You get it? But at least I'm showing you different things. A number of them I should have taken, but I was on a solo mission because I was still trying to find myself. I didn't understand it. Now I'm searching for more businesses and I'm searching for more things, and I'm associating myself with more people that are involved in things so that when the time comes, I can be in a position where one of my call me, my personal, yo, what do you need? All right, boom, I do it all the time. That's why when the work and the school and the mentoring come, what do you need? Who are you again? Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah. Bam, I'll train you. Bam, job. Because what's understood doesn't need to be said, no? What's love is love, no?
Yeah, on that one, I think we'll leave it now, man. Yeah, man. Make sure you subscribe. Get me like. What else do they do? Like, share, leave your comments.
You almost made me cry there.
Nah, brother. I think there's a lot of things we have to indulge in because, like I said, I'm fortunate, but you get me. When you're hearing Buckies from the ends that you've seen, I always call them my babies. And like we've had one recently do 18 years, and I see him in a video with this person. I'm like, I don't think he even understands what's happened, but that's it. Is what it is. Peace.